What do Aquarius placements need to know when it comes to the overarching themes, energies, circumstances that make... So you have kindred partnership. So this could be, like I say, someone you're dating, someone that you're going to go on a date with, someone you meet in passing, maybe on holiday, at an event, okay, whatever the case may be. But there is definitely a blossoming connection between you and another. Either this is something that's already in existence or something that will come to be, right? Something that will come to pass in the month of April. So beautiful energy here. But this is someone you see eye to eye with. This is someone you feel like you connect with on a heart level, okay? Again, like kindred spirits, okay? Kindred partnership, like on a soul level. You may even feel like this person is a soulmate to you. That's possible, okay? But there's definitely something here. There's a deeper bond. It goes beyond physical attraction. It goes beyond mutual interests, okay? Similar values, things of that nature. Like, no, it's even deeper than that. It's going to feel like a match made in heaven, put it that way. So tell me more about this connection. Tell me more about this connection for Aquarius placements. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. So especially if this is new, okay, if this is someone new, you may be unsure as to whether or not the feeling is mutual, okay? Especially because this could be quite a different experience for you. I don't feel like this is, again, your usual run-of-the-mill type of dating situations, okay? No, it's going to feel very different. You may even be a bit concerned, like, okay, I feel this way about this person, but is it this? Do they feel the same? Is there someone else already in the picture I need to know about, right? Especially if it's those very early days, right? Or you may have just met them, you know, and you feel there's something there. Yeah, there can be a lot of questions that you have unanswered. And so you want to be sure as to where you stand, right? Before you kind of get carried away with yourself or you progress, okay? So definitely it'd be good to have a conversation around that if you're not sure about, you know, their current dating status, okay, or if there is a mutual connection felt, or if there could be someone else in the picture in some shape or form. You may be wondering, or if you're already in a relationship with this person, okay, you may be wondering if this is going to reach another level of commitment or not, okay, especially with it being Pentacle energy. That can speak on commitments, not just resources, okay? So you may be wondering, like, is this someone I can do life with? Will it go to the next level? Do they feel that way about me? You know, but especially with the way she looks in this particular card, I feel like you are hopeful, right? You are hopeful. Tell me more for Aquarius placements. Yeah, exactly. See, Four of Pentacles, you're like, I want to be here to stay. I want this person to be here to stay, you know? Like, you see, honestly, you see yourself potentially building a life with this person, building a future. Four of Pentacles, that's speaking on foundations, okay? You feel like, even if it's new, you're going to be like, I can see there's already so many qualities that could make up an amazing relationship here. You know, it's almost like a checklist, you know? You just, as you're meeting them, as you're connecting with them, as you get to understand each other better, like, you just feel like we have all of the ingredients to have a really solid relationship here. So no wonder you're going to be in that space of, okay, like, do they see this the way I do? And if so, do they want the same thing? That's where a conversation may need to be had, right? Depending on if you feel like it's appropriate to have that conversation, where you're at in the connection, right? So you can gauge that. But I do feel like it's very mutual here, though. Tell me more for Aquarius. Ten of Swords in reverse, okay? So whatever situation you dealt with in the past, you know, pertaining to love, that ended nastily or painfully, okay? Or that was really difficult for you to heal from or move past, don't project any of that onto this connection, all right? Because you may get a little bit scared at one point, okay, because of how well it seems to be going and how it does seem to be stabilizing, okay, and possibly forming into something more, that it may just trigger, you know, a little bit of fear here, that perhaps, you know, this could all be in your mind and it's only a matter of time before something goes tragically wrong. No, don't do that to yourself, Aquarius, okay? You deserve to experience love, okay? So we don't want any self-sabotaging thoughts, okay? Because I'm telling you, this situation, no matter how long it lasts for, it's not going to end the same way as a past relationship did. Absolutely not, okay? You got to remember, this is not the same person. This is an entirely different human being you're dealing with. It's not even the same energy, okay? So it would be unfair to judge them and the circumstance based on what you experienced in the past, because they're nothing alike, okay? Exactly. Page of Cups. Because you may have felt like in the past, things would start off fairly promising, but they would quickly go left, or over time you would see that actually it was nothing like what you had hoped, right? These could be like empty promises, or, you know, it's all like sweet nothings, or it starts off like really cute and innocent and playful and loving, but yeah, it always ends in like disaster, betrayal, or something like that. But again, that's not this person, okay? I do feel like this person, they may be a little bit unconventional in the way they show their love language, okay? Or maybe there is a quirkiness to their character, right? Maybe they use humor as well. Maybe they like surprising you with like unconventional gifts, or, you know, you may be surprised how they pay attention to the little things that actually matter to you, and they may surprise you with things that you didn't even know that they observed about you, or the ways in which they listen to you, right? So it feels very personal, but again, it's coming from the heart, right? So, and again, that's going to be a sign for you that this person is different, okay? The people you dealt with in the past wouldn't have picked up on those cues. They wouldn't have picked up on those things about you in the way this person is, because they are paying attention, because they do care, because they want to learn everything about you and what you truly care about, what you truly value, okay? And what would actually make you happy. Not to say they'll always get it right, okay? They are only human. But at least you know it's coming from a truthful place, right? Yeah, you see, I told you, I picked up on the mental side of it with that Ten of Swords in reverse. Because if I was just to read it as it is, right, as presented on the card, I would just say, oh, you've got nothing to worry about. Yeah, this relationship isn't going to end badly. But no, I felt like it's more than that. This is about your fear, okay, of it ending badly based on what happened in the past. But this not being indicative of any kind of past energy. And we have it confirmed here with the Eight of Swords. That's the mind, okay? That's your line of thinking. That is your concern. That what if things go left, okay? What if things end terribly? But it's not going to. Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, so no matter where you're at in your journey with this person, okay, whether you've even met them yet, because if not, you're going to meet them in April, okay, by the looks of it, if you resonate with this. If you're already connected with someone, okay, and you feel like there's something quite special about this person and this connection in your life, okay, then yeah, you know, these themes are going to be triggered, because it does look like the stage is being set, the foundation is being laid for this to evolve, okay? So if you've been wondering whether or not this connection is going somewhere, it is. So, but you've got to make sure that foundation is sturdy, otherwise what do you experience? Tower, okay? You've already experienced the tower in the past. That's behind you, right? This is something entirely new that's being established here, okay? So you want to put your best foot forward would be my advice, Aquarius. Okay, yes, it's okay to experience a moment of doubt or concern, or, you know, it's very human to get a little bit anxious, like, oh, everything seems to be going well, like, you know, is it really how it seems, you know? It's normal to have those concerns, especially if you have experienced something very painful in love, right? But as long as you don't, like I say, project past circumstances on your person, you're going to be fine. Because everything that they're going to be showing you, at least as far as I can see right now, there is no reason to even think that they would behave in that way. You know what I mean? Or that the situation would go the way previous relationships have. Alright, so it looks really good, okay? So you want to focus on the positive and just enjoying the connection. Alright, so beautiful energy for you, Aquarius. And I hope that does help.